Apple results are not just important for the company and its stakeholders and shareholders. They are to be very minutely analyzed by the entire industry because it gives a lot of how the future of industry is shaping up. So some interesting insights I want to share about the recently announced Q2 2025 results, which is for the period ending June 2025. Now, Apple had an impressive $94 billion revenue. But what is interesting to note is about how the services are, improving and becoming, rising in the stature of the balance sheet of Apple. So, while the total contribution of or the revenue contribution of services has been hovering around 30% and it continues to be, so 70% still comes from products like iPhones, iPads, MacBooks, and wearables. But what is interesting to note is that Apple's financial health is getting improved because of the services business. So, indicator number one is that the cost of preparing or cost of manufacturing the products is around 64-65% of the total revenues that they are able to generate. As regards, if we compare the services, in case of services, the cost of services is just 24% of the revenue that it generates. So a huge margin gap there, which cushions Apple very, adequately. Now that's not all. Even the gross margin contribution is which is getting impacted heavily by the services. Now it is almost equalized. The gross margin contribution of services and the products is almost equalized. In this quarter, services gross margin contribution has been 47% as regards 53% of the products. Now in the previous quarter, in the same quarter for the previous year, the contribution of services was 45%. So again, 2% increase in the contribution. Now that's something interesting to understand, that for all hardware companies, the cost of manufacturing is going up despite they selling premium phones. They are not able to cushion up a lot and provision for further indirect expenses, so that they have good profits and can bring in good value for the shareholders. It is the services probably which is giving up good benefits to the stakeholders and the shareholders. And this is something I believe every other smartphone maker has to think about, that what is their hardware plus or beyond hardware strategy, because over a period of time hardware isn't something which is sustainably giving you the profitability. That's what I had to share with you today. We'll be with another tech buy. Till then, have a great time.